Action free!
Yeah, Pathwick got the flag, you guys. That's game. We win.
Way.
You guys
I
cheated.
tagged you before you got over the line.
He totally did. I saw.
No way, I was over the line.
Guys, if Pathwick says he was over the line, then he was.
You guys are just cheating. You're like
shut
just
up,
cheating and
whiner.
acting like it's
Guys,
okay.
guys, please,
Losers.
please. Okay, please. This is childish. And there's only a few minutes of recess left. May I suggest that we settle this like adults? Okay,
Okay, deal.
Pathwick.
Whatever, it's fine. I don't care.
All right, well, in that case, I hereby move to redistrict the flag capture line to 4 feet that way. Can I get a second?
Seconded.
No way. You can't push that through. You don't have the vote. I don't need the votes. Not if we change the voting system to a simple majority and I get a tie-breaking vote as head of the committee.
Seconded.
There you go.
You're just a bunch of cheaters. You guys cheat. You're cheaters, poop eaters.
Please, you're embarrassing yourselves, colleagues, friends. This is a place of sober and dignified discussion where cooler heads prevail. Now, since I'm sensing some pushback, how about this for compromise? I'll keep talking about all the ideas I have for various cool flag placements and like colors and decals until the recess bell rings. And then, with that will mean then that we filibustered you and we win.
Cool. I'll only second that one if we add a writer that says that I get to punch Jamie.
Oh no, that's me!
And he can't punch me back. No punchbacks.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Point of order. Who even made you the leader of the committee? Like, why are you leader?
Excuse me, sir. Did you see the bonus board on Miss Masker's wall today? I have the second most gold stars of the week. It's an overwhelming mandate from the entire class. There were like 3 million people there. I can't believe you didn't even see it. Maybe it was your nap. Maybe it was your nap time. Personally, I think that's sad.
What? But I have the most gold stars of all.
Right, but you're not getting it, okay? The way we are counting the stars. Okay, see, the attendance stars don't count as much as a homework star, but a quiz star. I mean, honestly, seriously, nobody knew how complicated this gold star stuff was. So just trust me and get your news directly from me when I say we won Capture the Flag.
Okay, you know what? Just forget it, okay? If you guys are just gonna make the rules super unfair, then I don't even want to play with you, okay? We quit.
Yeah, you can win. This is stupid. Here's your flag, jerks.
See? Do you see what I mean? This is why the playgrounds in the sorry state that it's always in. I mean, who could get anything done with these damn obstructionists? Obstructionists. That's hard to say. Obstructionists.
Can I have the flag back? It's my shirt.
Goodness heavens, I suppose. That was the cold open, as we call it in the biz. And this is me. Hi, welcoming you. Hello to Cracked Presents Michael Swaim's Week of Wonder, where we'll wonder about the biggest stories from the past week in a professional capacity. I am your decidedly human host, Michael Swaim, and this week's episode is brought to you by potentially, hopefully, the show gets produced and distributed. Everything you need to make a beautiful space. Beautiful. We've got a lot to cover this week. We will be checking in with the dearly departed, aka famous corpses, exploring President Trump's war on colleges war on white students, and thanks to a recent massive HBO data breach by nefarious hackers, we will be spoiling Season 7 of Game of Thrones for everyone. Not really, though. It's just a joke. Please keep listening anyway. But first, this being our very first episode, I think it's only fitting to go over the ground rules, okay? Ground rules. I realize that the name is a little long. Crack presents Michael Swaim's Week of Wonder. So you might be confused about the best way to abbreviate it. You can call it MS Wow, or you can call it Crack presents Michael Swaim's Week of Wonder, and that's it. Those are the only two slang terms approved by our legal department, okay? Apparently the initials CP and MS are offensive somehow. Anyway, additionally, I should introduce you to my trusty side piece and onboard computer, Algorithmo. Algo, you there? Algo is Cracked's state-of-the-art, predictive, interpersonal, computational interface, or SPICY. It can take anything I wonder about, aloud, and parse the words and turn it into a fully formed audio sketch on the fly in real time. It's amazing. We spent our whole budget on this thing. And all I have to do is just say, I wonder, and then whatever, right? So, quick example. We all know seminal classic rock group Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, right? But what would it sound like if they had been Cosby, Stills, Bash & Young? I wonder.
Alright, this is like Teach Your Children Well, Cosby, Stills, Bash and Young, take one. Ben, could you please sound off, as is the custom in rock and roll?
It's me, Theo. I'm 70s Cosby, so it's less uncomfortable. I'm present, Rudy.
My name is Brett.
Hey, Brad, how's it going? Steven Stills, I'm here.
This is Bash. I'm a lawyer. I miss Franklin.
Copy that, Bash. Young? Do I have a Young? Young. Oh, okay, guys. Young is passed out next to a spilled drink. What is the deal? I'm looking at you, Bash.
There you go, just like that. Anywho, as always, we start our show proper with a recap of the week's news from everyone's favorite 1920s style paperboy, Johnny Papes, in a segment we like to call Extry Extry. Take it away, Johnny. If anyone needs me, I'll be a disembodied voice.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Dying medium of newspaper revitalized by hip new podcast. Extra, extra, North Korea tests ICBM capable of reaching mainland USA. In related news, fuck, shit, man, goddamn it, extra, read all about it. Well, you still can. Kim Jong-un has promised, quote, physical action against the U.S., who have in turn promised, quote, fire and fury. For his own part, Russian President Vladimir Putin has promised to, quote, send as many shirtless photos as I can to help you through this difficult time. Good guy. Extra, extra. Snopes.com, respected fact-checking website, may be going under due to legal issues. Unfortunately, we have no way of verifying the truth of this or any of our other stories ever again. Extra. 9-year-old hiker Jude Sparks discovers 1.2 million-year-old fossil after tripping over it. What a fucking klutz. Extra, extra. Patch of garbage larger than the country of Mexico discovered in the Pacific Ocean. Country of Mexico asks that a different comparison be used. Read all about it. Read all about it. The majority of this Indonesia-sized, I guess, hunk of trash is made up of plastic bits the size of confetti. Hard to clean up, but the perfect festive backdrop to the death of all things. Extra, extra. Speaking of the death of all things, family sitcom Kevin Can Wait announced they will kill off Kevin's wife, Cancer. Leah Remini set to join the cast as Kevin's new love interest. Funny. That's really funny. Kevin James reportedly putting on 85 pounds to give new season that, quote, classic sitcom feel of a healthy, capable woman forced to cohabitate with a fat, unambitious moron. Extra, extra. Local man loves thick wife's curves. That's literally all. That's news, I guess. Extra, extra. Dr. Joseph Nicolosi, the inventor of so-called gay conversion therapy, has died. Though coroners ruled the death to be of natural biological causes, Nicolosi's ghost insists it was a lifestyle choice. Extra, extra. NASA's Juno probe has returned our clearest pictures ever of the solar system's largest body. But enough about your mom. Extra, extra. Extra, extra. An East Texas man accidentally shot himself in the face when a bullet he fired at an armadillo ricocheted off of its shell. The man has decided to remain anonymous while the armadillo's telling everyone about it. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Upcoming total eclipse of the sun to deprive the world of massive amounts of solar power, prompting some to ask, who's the real fossil fuel? Of course, eclipses occur 2 to 5 times a year and last one day, while oil is dead plants that needed to ferment for millions and millions of years. So anyone who actually thinks this is a defensible argument against solar power is encouraged to get a real good view of the eclipse. Just really stare right in there. Make your retina and the eclipse's coronae as one. One eternal black spot reminding you forever of your idiocy. Extra. Miley Cyrus has said in an interview that her sister once spit into her open mouth while they were performing together on stage. Porn parody to follow. Extra. GOP attempts to repeal and replace Obamacare continue to flounder, reportedly shocking the elderly heir of an inherited fortune who lost $916 million in 1 year. Trump has responded to the controversy by tweeting a picture of his actual asshole at the Pope. He vows his new healthcare plan will soon cure Americans of the terrible disease of being, quote, sick of winning. Extra. Pharma bro and hate magnet Martin Shkreli has been convicted of fraud and may face jail time. His bail has been set at, quote, a lifetime supply of AIDS medications for everyone with AIDS, you fuck. Extra. Podcast host reportedly upset that his new show barely missed making fun of ousted White House communications director Anthony the Mooch Scaramucci. Listeners were spared 8 suck his own cock jokes and an obscene audio sketch entitled Mooch Screws the Pooch. Extra. Increase in Google searches related to teen suicide linked to teen suicide themed Netflix drama 13 Reasons Why. Because what did you think was gonna happen, you bunch of Shkrelies? Extra. I'll be honest, I'm pretty depressed and out of breath, so I'm gonna go lie down. Yes, it has been a grim week as far as the news is concerned. A week of military escalation, bachelorette gentrification, and local dairy Trump quotations. But we won't blame Johnny for that.
Aside from docking his pay and swiping his little shoes, I mean. Sorry, Johnny, you're walking home barefoot. I'm just kidding, though. He doesn't have a home. Let's move on now. Try and dig ourselves out of this hole with something a little lighter. This is a really fun segment we hope sticks, and we call it Hey-O Obituaries. It's our attempt to honor some of our favorite dead celebrities from the past year. Did you know that thanks to the shifting demographics in America, it is statistically likely that each year for the next decade, the rate at which your favorite celebrities will die is only going to accelerate, right? Fun fact. The baby boomers are dying off, and they are taking our childhoods with them. They are literally booming us, their babies. But fortunately, the never-ending supply of famous deads is certainly good news for fans of this segment that no one has ever heard before. Think of it as like an Oscars in memoriam if they were funnier, more accurate, and sexier, dangerous, and accurate. I mean, gosh, you know? What would that even sound like? I wonder.
George A. Romero, creator of the Night of the Living Dead franchise and the concept of zombie fatigue, passed away this year from a bite he hid from the rest of the group. As his will stipulated, he was laid to rest in a shallow grave near a preschool with a simple marker reading "Back real soon." Adam West, best known for having lots of sex in the 70s while wearing a rubber suit, has died from complications related to mixing up his shark-repellent bat spray and his bat-repellent shark spray. He is survived by a young ward with a confused sexuality and a jockstrap that nobody wants anymore. Roger Ailes and Roger Moore both passed away this year, finally settling their long-running argument about which Roger Ailes more. It was a tie. In musical obituaries, the Human Orchestra lost far too many exemplary players this season. Chuck Berry, Jay Giles, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, and 2 of the Allman Brothers. Well, they're all jamming in heaven now, except for Linkin Park's Chester Bennington, whose soul was unfortunately swapped with the soul of notorious country club gadabout Chester Bennington, due to an understandable clerical error. And we say this to Barry Tyler Moore: it looks like you made it after all, 1936 to 2017. Bill Paxton also passed away this year, and is now inhabiting the body of Bill Pullman in an attempt to make things even more confusing. We also bid farewell to the late Don Rickles, a kind-hearted troll who loved to laugh. He now passes the time following St. James the Greater around, calling him a hockey puck, and then explaining what hockey is. Beloved Star Wars icon Carrie Fisher is no longer with us, her body having been processed into CGI for use in the new Star Wars films, as was stipulated in her Lucasfilm contract. That's right, if you saw Star Wars Rogue One this year, you may have spotted Carrie as Imperial Thug Grand Moff Tarkin. What range! And sadly, only a year after the death of Gene Wilder, we must also mourn the loss of the last of the Gene siblings, Gene Wildest, who passed away while attempting to jump a motorcycle through a killer whale. You were the wildest of us all, Gene. God bless you. And God bless all the fine people whose deaths we make about ourselves for personal reasons.
Thank you, Algo. That was deeply offensive. Okay, I'm getting the vibe that the show's kind of been a bummer so far. Dead alien queens, whatnot. You know what? Looks like it is time for us to go to a break. That'll save this. I'm going to tinker with Algo's spiciness, see if I can't get us some more lighthearted banter on the other side, okay? So stay tuned, wowers. That's right. It's what you're called. It's dumb. I know, it sucks. Welcome to my world.
Do you love sleeping? Are you sleeping on the news and that's why you can't afford to sleep on this show? Well, whatever you're sleeping on, it's not as comfy as a mattress unless that's what you're sleeping on. What I am offering you is equal than or greater to the comfort level of your current mattress. This is not an official endorsement, but it stands in for one, so you know what that would sound like. A mattress, a vino, you put it in your fridge, and you're going to sleep. And you're going to thank me, and you're going to send us money, and I'm going to keep a portion of that money. This has been Ad Break 1, where an ad would go if the show is structured the way I hope and expect it to be.
From the creators of Fight Club, the cult classic from 20th Century Fox that grossed over $100 million, but is somehow considered anti-consumerist.
TV wants us all to believe we're gonna grow up to be movie stars, but you know something? We're not. Except for that Brad Pitt. I hear he is amazing.
Wait, let me start earlier. See the explosive sequel you didn't know you were waiting for.
Like many of you, I felt stuck flipping through catalogs, then being forced by law to buy the things in those catalogs. I was trapped. But then I met Tyler again. Hope. I now make and sell Hope. Floats, DVDs that I bootleg. It's not going well. Do you have like a dilapidated mansion I could squat in?
Ed Norton and Brad Pitt reunite to take Fight Club up a notch.
We gotta take Fight Club up a notch.
In Knife Fight Club.
I want you to stab me as hard as you can.
In Tyler, we still trusted.
Homework. You're gonna get in a knife fight with a stranger, and you're gonna lose. Why? Ah! You stabbed me in the ear!
Whoa! Hey, check out that crazy guy. He's just flailing around, stabbing himself in the side of the head.
Jeez, you're right. Maybe we ought to reject the culture of mindless consumption.
Oh, that's what I was gonna epiphanize.
Coming soon, Brad Pitt's penis, to a theater near you.
Hey, welcome to Ad Break 2, where we're slowing things down, chilling things out, sort of just easing you back into the show by bringing you the good word about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. If you take the letters LSD and you swap them around, you get a tax-exempt church group that we really think you should buy via this podcast. I'm sure it wouldn't actually be an ad for the LDS, but something would go here. This is where I would put the second ad break, the non-comedic ad break. I swear I'll read actual copy. But now, back to the show.
and we are biggledy back. If you can believe it. You know, I broke Algo during the break. So appropriate, I guess. Break broke. He's rebooting, hooking him up to some emergency power, shit like that. But in the meantime, let's just chat. You know? Let's recapture the lost art of chat. I'll say this, and then you listen and don't say anything back because it's a one-way medium. Here's the thing I noticed and pre-wrote for the show. Foremost among U.S. President Donald J. Bullwinkle's recent maelstrom of executive nonsense is the decision to ask the Justice Department to divert government funds in order to sue colleges over cases of affirmative action admissions as part of an overall effort to fight discrimination against... okay, I'm sorry, let me double check this because that was a long sentence and it seems wrong. Okay, you sure? Well, because it... Okay, all right. Whatever. White students, discrimination against white students.
That's right. A priority for this administration is to spend lots of money to make sure enough white kids are getting the increasingly irrelevant college educations they can't afford. Still no word on helping out the brown kids, but I'm sure that's in the works. So as I am scanning it, the big takeaways from the Oval Office on this are these. 1, white genocide is real, even when it's not. White privilege is fake, even when it's real. And racism has reversed because of climate change, which is a Chinese hoax. Is that clear? Great. All right, then please explain it to me, because I think it's absolute insanity. Of course, as absurd as this all sounds at first blush, and then at second and fifth blush, and then eventually you're just generally blushing on America's behalf and because of your newfound drinking problem. But
you might not feel the same way once you've heard this MS Wow exclusive audio of a recent encounter between a white student and a UC Berkeley admissions advisor that I am going to have my now rebooted powerful computer make up on the spot. Hashtag fake news is real news. Are you good, Algo? All right. I wonder what that thing I said. I wonder. I wonder. A why. A wow. Okay, he's done buffering. Let's do the sketch.
Hi, Todd. Is it? Thanks for coming in.
Howdy.
Okay.
Hey, happy to be here.
And, Todd. Is there any special story with that name? An ethnic and or heritage story?
It's short for Todderick.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And both of your parents, would you say their names are basically like Todd, Camden, Ethan, Allison, crazy things like that?
Well, I don't think they're crazy. Yeah, these are kind of common names in my community, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before we go any further, did you say howdy earlier when you came in?
Yeah, well, if you say so, I reckon I did.
Oh, you reckon?
What? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Sure, community, right.
I'm sorry. Beg your pardon? Bless your heart?
So, Todd, what makes you want to come to Berkeley? Was it by any chance the ample near-campus camping opportunities? The many face-licking dogs? Could it be our new NASCAR-themed farmer's market and beer pong garden? Todd? Huh? You reckon? You figure?
Really? I haven't. I didn't hear about any of that stuff. Was that in the brochure?
Were those in the brochure? Were those? Learn to speak idiomatic English at least if you move here. Christ, as the day is long.
Excuse me?
That's right, you mayonnaise-lapping primary voter. I see right through your native Inuit garb and offensive face paint.
What? This is just a parka. I'm going to an outdoor football game later. It's cold. That's why I'm painted. You know, I like both teams, so I split myself in half, see? I'm half burgundy, gold, and white, and half white, red, and navy blue. It's the Indians-Redskins combo.
You're as white as an ivory bleach bucket, admit it!
So what if I am white? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, because then you get a full scholarship.
Oh. Really? Why? Wow.
Yeah, full ride. Yachting privileges.
I gotta be honest, this really felt like it was going the other way.
Nope.
No, you win again. Yours is the earth, my white friend, and your male penis shall be the measure of all things.
Oh. Cool?
Wow. Even in the hypothetical fantasy version, they gave it to the white guy. Harsh, Algo. Harsh. And yet, fuck Donald Trump. Next, and indeed last on the docket, because everyone loves a nice clean docket, it's our recurring segment, Curses Spoiled Again, wherein I wonder what's going to happen in the season 7 finale of Game of Thrones. Now, obviously, thanks to some high-profile hacks and leaks, I have the episode scripts and the books and Wikipedia synopses and the show all at my disposal to make predictions. But as always, I haven't read or watched any of them, okay? That is my vow in this segment. My niece is very sick. I haven't had a lot of time. I wonder what I'll come up with, huh? I wonder what's in my wonder ball.
I am the great and ponderful Nostra SWAIMcast, and I shall hereby use mine seeing eye of third sight to spoil season 7 of Game of Thrones. Oh, the finale will begin with denizens of the Red God resurrecting that one piked head of George W. Bush from season 1. Do you remember that? They have, in the fullness of time, realized that he wasn't actually so bad by comparison. Wilt cower before my visions of what is yet to be. Furthermore, the episode will feature 4 nudes, 2 mutilations, 6 mutilated nudes, and 1 person mutilated almost to the point of nudity. Do you see? Do you hear the howl of the bitter winds of time? Following the first act break, Jaime Lannister will reveal that his hand wasn't actually cut off after all. He was just sort of tucking it or folding it down against his forearm, and no one ever saw it from the other angle. And then the other characters will just accept this as if it makes sense, and you'll just have to deal with it. Yea, though my powers wane with the moon, there is yet one spoiler in the crystal. Oh, never mind, it's just some schmutz. Just kidding, here it is! Right before the closing credits, a flashback will reveal that the Mountain and the Hound had yet a third brother, renowned in his own time, not for his tactics, strength, or brutality, but above all else, for his flexibility and the absence of a single rib. The Mooch, fabled sucker of the cock of his own cock. I got you fuckers.
Yeah, got one in there. I'm sorry, but how often do you get to say suck his own cock and the mooch and be talking about what you saw on CNN last night? It is an opportunity that I cannot pass by. But okay, I'm all mooched out, and unfortunately, so is this week's show. So I am going to have to go recharge, chillax, not watch or read some more things to wonder about later for you, my love, the audience. I'll see you next week, gang. Say goodnight, Algo. Oh, you. Good night, everybody. I love you.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.